Good morning, everyone. My name is Roberta Suleman, and I'm the Executive Director of Literacy Volunteers of Massachusetts and the President of the Board of Directors of the Massachusetts Coalition for Adult Education. It's my pleasure to be presenting today the Ruth Derfler Memorial Scholarship Award to Hafsa Asfa. And before I do that, I just wanted to say a few words about the Mass Coalition for Adult Education and about Ruth Derfler. The Mass Coalition for Adult Education champions the right of adults to acquire 21st century literacy, English language, and numeracy skills, leading to economic prosperity, strong families, and vibrant communities. As the voice of adult education in the state, the coalition successfully leads advocacy to fund adult education programs. We work with elected officials and help to mobilize our members to act throughout the legislative process. MK also provides other activities in the field of adult ed, professional development, such as the Network Conference, which annually is one of the largest conferences in the country and the largest one in New England. We also do educational webinars, and we do surveys, research, and reports, and we provide scholarships such as this one to deserving adult education students who go on to higher education or job training. Ruth Derfler was the former director of high school equivalency at the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. She was also the past president of the Massachusetts Coalition for Adult Education. She worked at SCALE, the adult ed program in Somerville, which is one of the largest programs funded by the state. She was a beloved colleague and an advocate for countless adult education staff and students for more than 40 years before she passed away in 2017. The Coalition Board of Directors established this scholarship in her memory to honor her decades of commitment to adult education. The scholarship is funded through the generosity of individual donors, and because of that generosity this year, we are able for the first time to offer two $1,000 scholarships to worthy adult education students. The scholarship is presented to an adult student who has completed their studies at a Massachusetts adult education program. The student must also have been accepted by an institution of higher education or a technical training program. We look for leadership at their local program as well as in their community. We look for someone who has persisted with their education despite severe challenges and sometimes seemingly insurmountable challenges, and someone who has clear goals for their educational future. I'd like to tell you about one of our recipients this morning, Hafsa Asfa, who is a student at Mount Wachusett Community College. Hafsa is the epitome of living, as she put it, quote, the all-American dream. She came to the United States with her husband and children from Pakistan in search of a better life. Her focus always was first and foremost on her family and her children, picking them up and taking them to activities and to school, cooking for them, taking them to concerts, soccer games, and other family responsibilities. As her three children reached middle school and high school, she realized that she needed to educate herself and go back to school if she wanted her children to succeed and be better members of the community. After an 18-year gap of not being in school herself, in 2013, she enrolled in GED classes at Mount Wachusett Community College in Fitchburg. She attended class every morning and rushed back to pick up her children from school. She received her GED in 2017 and decided she wanted to get a nursing degree at Mount Wachusett. She enrolled in the college's Transition to College program and was initially discouraged because she was placed in developmental courses, but she still sought out every opportunity to improve her English. She went to the tutoring center, she attended study groups, she got extra help from professors, anything she needed to do to complete her developmental course and her nursing prerequisites. While she was doing those studies, she also obtained a phlebotomy certificate and passed her entrance exam to the registered nurse program at Mount Wachusett. despite a serious illness that prevented her from doing in-person classes for more than a year. She described it herself as, quote, one step front of another with baby step, unquote, as she finished one class at a time while raising her children, managing life, and providing for her family. In addition to her superior studies, she was a community activist and leader. She is one of 9 elected members to the Fitchburg Human Rights Commission that's charged with protecting and preserving the constitutional, civil, and human rights of members in the community. She received a Presidential Diversity Scholarship at Mount Wachusett, writes articles for the local newspaper on racial justice and equity, is a student leader in the transition program, inspiring others and reminding them that their goals are attainable. She does all of this while raising 2 teenagers with remote learning, having a 3rd child who's getting married this summer, and maintaining a 3.47 GPA in the nursing program. As one of her teachers described her, quote, she's an amazing woman, mother, student, community leader, and soon to be registered nurse. Hafsa tells all other adult education students that, quote, I am the American dream, and she surely is. It's our honor and pleasure to award a Ruth E. Derfler Memorial Scholarship to Hafsa Asfa, who has repeatedly demonstrated her strength, resilience, and strong family support can overcome severe challenges. She's a wonderful example of determination and leadership, and we're proud of her and her accomplishments. Hafsa.
Thank you so much. As she mentioned, my name is Hafsa Asfa, and I am a student at Mount. And I'm very honored to receive Ruth E. Scholarship. But enough about me. I would like to ask everyone to find a better person than a person who helps people like me, who basically had all the odds running against success. Some of my professors say that students' success is their success. And today I am a living example of that. Usually people tell me that I have many major strikes against me. For example, I'm an older person, I'm a migrant, woman of color, and so on. But I tell them that these strikes are not strikes actually. They are strikes of a tic-tac-toe game where you make these 3 strikes and you win a game of life. So from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank God, my family, and all of you who are my advisors, my professors, my peers, my custodians who opened doors for me on rainy days and snowing snow at 6:30 a.m. for me to access library, and I could study and do things that I could not have done without you. So believe me, your efforts make huge difference. I had Professors Cindy and Kathy from adult education. If they're out there, I know there are a lot of Cindy's and Kathy's out there behind people like me. Congratulations, this award is for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hafsa, and congratulations.
Thank you.